So I just posted this random post today because I thought I was gonna be not able to post too much videos or streaming during these times. What it was about is that I was going to military reserve training for a couple of days. I never had this much like button in a post or even on my videos if you actually check out the videos. Yeah, I usually get below 100 likes. So I just felt like it would be kind of fun to make a video about the training itself. Some of you might know that South Korean male are mandatory to serve in military as national defense duty because we have North Korea as our enemy. This guy actually did a pretty good explanation too. Thank you. In case some people come to conclusion that it's either mandatory or voluntarily military duty, he most likely has been discharged and is just those reserve army training people gotta do every once in a while, which is totally true. So my post was about military reservist training after the mandatory service has been discharged. We do this annually so our country can call us up anytime to use as military force at war. Some of you guys might even know, right now Ukraine and Russia, they're still at war. I hope this ends as quick as possible. Anyways, especially in Ukraine, military reservists are becoming really important source of the fight and they are backing up the war really well. So that's one of the sources why Ukraine is holding up this much and then almost Russia is having a hard time. Anyways, if I go back to the training part, which I posted, these trainings have two types. One which we have to stay in the base for a couple of days, and another which we commute for 4 days. And I'm doing the second one now, which I will be coming back to home after training every day for 4 days. I'll talk about the training simply. There are multiple training sessions obviously, but I will tell you guys the ones I had today. First, we had a war game. They call it war game. It's like a urban warfare type airsoft, but not with airsoft, with lasers and sensors rather than the BB ammo bullets. It's pretty fun. It's like doing a cool airsoft with the proper setup. And second, we do a simulated shooting for where actual simulation screens are used. Look at that. So we're not exactly using the same setup, but it was pretty cool still, like with the screen, and then we can shoot the laser thing with the proper gunshot sounds. I want to say that it felt like I'm playing House of the Dead, if you guys remember that stupid game. This is from Nintendo Switch. It's not exactly the one I was thinking of. When you go to like movie theater, you can like hold a fake toy gun and then start shooting at the stupid screen to hit the zombies. So with the proper setup of a House of the Dead, it felt like that whenever I was doing the screen shooting. The third we did was the real shooting, which we can kind of see here in the video. Ooh, I actually kind of want to talk about one story. Can I talk about that? It might be a little bit risky, but I think it's been mentioned in a lot of places already, right? It's not like a big secret. I mean, Korea has a lot of problems, guys. Korea military has a lot of problems because, like, they are mandatory. Even you're a really weird guy or you don't want to go to the army, you have to go to army because of the law, and it brings in so many weirdos, and that kind of ends up it being really weird. Yeah, it's similar to like this. So why we have this kind of a panel to have a only gun pointed out and shoot? There's a little bit sad story behind it. There was a crazy ass motherfucker who started shooting everyone in the training ground. So they made the gun to be completely locked to the spot where it's at right now. It's not exactly the same as this, but there is like chain that is like linked to the gun, so we cannot pull it out from the hole. So yeah, after that incident, every gun shooting site has become like this. Almost everything. Even though you have an actual gun on your hand and you gotta move around, whenever we're doing like the training, we will have to like lock the gun down like that with a chain, and then the seniors will bring the bullets and we can actually shoot after locking it down. There's a little bit sad backstory right there. And then what I was like unfamiliar with this training was that we were using M16A1s, which I never used whenever I was doing an actual military service. I actually utilized this one, the K2. This one is K1. Yes, the K2. It's like a goofy ripoff of a M4, but I still like it. We used the Stagneg. Also the 5.56 the best ammo you guys love to use, 5.56 A1 and shit. Yes, the Stagneg. So yeah, I will admit that my shootings weren't that good in today's training, so I will excuse myself because first I was using the wrong gun. The one I used to use, they didn't let me use that. They let me use the M16A1, and then also, you know, I got older than before the old time, sadly. But it was still fun, and then I did shoot the target like properly, not like perfectly. And the fourth was the security education, which is kind of boring to talk about. We just watched like a couple of videos. But I can tell you this, they exaggerate K-pop, K-culture so much. They are so glad about the thing. I mean, I am glad too, but they named the fucking video the K-Reserve. Anyways, yeah guys, that was the day one. Oh yeah, I gotta talk about the lunch too. The lunch, if we go to the reserve training, they will pay us some money. So they will pay us like $15 per day for the transportation fee, and for the lunch, they will pay us like $15. Like $7 is like a meal fee. Had the one in the military service. It wasn't these ones. These ones look kind of shitty, but I'm a guy who eats almost everything, so I don't really care. But it wasn't these ones. Nowadays it became a little bit better. It was like this one. It's similar to this one. A lot of rice and like some meats, some vegetables, some kimchi. So something similar to like this. Maybe I'll take a picture from the next day. Show you guys the picture. It wasn't bad. I could say it like it was something like this too. But we have a lot of controversy about it too. Like, people think going for reserve military service, and then so as I said, we get paid for $15, but we gotta pay back $7 to $8 for the food. So a lot of people in Korea were kind of angry about that we were serving the military for the country, but we gotta pay our food. I didn't mention this part. Whenever we get to the military reserve training, we gotta ask if you're like employed and you're going to a company, and then you gotta ask them, oh sir, I gotta go to the reserve training, you know, and then you're not gonna be paid during those training days from the company. It's a mandatory duty, so it should be covered up from the companies or from the colleges the students are going. But there's another controversy in Korea that we are having problem with. Some professors are not letting the student to have the proper, you know, attendance, even though he goes for doing the military duty. And then also the company won't pay you because you're going to the military duty because the country, your motherland, calls you. Like, this is like obnoxious for most of the Korean people, and they only pay you freaking $15 per day. This is just like another controversy. I just wanted to mention about before you guys jump into the conclusion that you are getting paid for doing the country's duty. You know, that's already like surprising. But we gotta think of that part too. Just a quick mention. Like, I mean, I'm not really sure. What do you guys think? Like, what's happening on you guys' countries? I mean, I can look it up, but I kind of want to see you guys, like, how you guys feel and how you guys actually are doing with it. Yeah, that was the day one. So if you guys like these kind of videos where I talk about the training, I might drop a bit more. So please do leave a like if you did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video.